Okay, item number 12 is consideration of approval of an addendum to the consulting service agreement with Robson LLC. Mr. Sawyer.
Yes, Council, Mayor. There's a general service agreement with Robson that they've had with the city for several years. That's actually with the mayor and city manager and council. And then there's the contract with them for the Fish and Wildlife Service agreement. Robson's talked with council and the mayor. It's up to the mayor and the council what they want to do.
Thank you, Mr. Sawyer. Any questions from the council? Councilman Rapson.
Yeah, I'd just like to comment on this. I think that from a personal perspective, we've met with the gentleman from Robson. I think there's been some disagreement in how we've proceeded over a fairly long period of time. And my major concern is Robson sits on several sides of the table quite often. They represent a lot of people, Southern Nevada Water District, the Virgin Valley Water District, and others in the area that have competing interests, or at least conflicting interests. And I have a reservation about that with our consultants. They should be absolutely 100% focused on us and without any competing interest.
Councilman Haven.
I agree with Councilman Rapson. Also, Mr. Willis on staff is, I think he's capable, he understands, he's worked with the different agencies. I think we're in good hands with the staff that we have here. Mr. Willis has been involved in this, so I'm confident that staff can serve us well.
Councilman Gus Davison.
Thank you, Mayor. I guess I have a different opinion of this. Robson has dealt with the city for I think over 7 years, and they've accomplished a lot in a lot of areas. The original takedown for the land that we're building on today was put together by them and executed through all of the federal agencies. And we've enjoyed that for a good number of years. So I think they've done a lot of good things for us. Although John, I think, is a very capable young man. I don't think that he has. I really don't think that he has the connections through all of the agencies that we have to deal with to really take the place of that. So if you're not going to use them, then I would highly recommend you use somebody else. Another consulting firm if you don't want to stay with them. However, I might say there's nobody else with the experience or the number of contacts that they have that I'm aware of. So I would be in favor of, obviously I'd be in favor of retaining them, at least for a period of time until we've got our habitat. That program is set in concrete and we know where we're going.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Withhelder.
Thank you, Mayor. After sitting in with meetings with Mr. Ford and Mr. Stubbs, some of the meetings got quite contentious. I don't personally always agree with their approach as to how they represented us in the past, or probably how they were going to represent us in the future. We had some major, as I said, some major disagreements and some contentious disagreements. And therefore, I really think that we should really consider what we're going to do with these folks in the future. I know they've had a very successful past with us, and I'm not sure if their direction in the future is something that's going to be in our best interest. So I think it's something we should absolutely consider as a unit with even consideration of approving a future agreement. Personal opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Any further comments from council? Councilman Rapson?
If there's no further comments, I'd like to make a motion.
Go ahead, sir.
I'll move not to approve the consulting agreement, service agreement for June 30th, 2013, and not to approve the professional service agreement for the Fish and Wildlife Service for June 2015 or 13, and would ask the city attorney to explore alternative qualified consulting firms and a later determination to whether we need them or not.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Do we want any discussion on that motion? Go ahead, Councilman Gustavson.
A little lost on the motion, directing the attorney to research for us an appropriate replacement. I would think that would be a city manager's function and not, if the city manager was to come up with somebody that may be appropriate at that point in time, but I would like to see the motion changed. We're going to have that motion to the proper individual, and that would be the city manager.
Thank you. Let me go with Councilman Rapson. Are you?
I will revise the motion to include appropriate staff.
Okay, so the motion then, just to go over that again, will be to not approve the general service agreement and not approve the Fish and Wildlife Service agreement for the dates that we have here, which is through June 30th, 2013, and to direct Mr. Barton to research possible options for other consultants. Is that?
That's correct.
Okay.
I'll second the revised motion.
All right, so we do have a motion and a second. Any discussion on that particular motion? Councilman Gustavson, do you have any on that? Okay, that's okay. All right, we'll go ahead and call for a vote. Motion carries. Thank you.